Dear Kirk Two Chains Cousins, thank you. Thank you, thank you, and thank you. And since Victor is not here with us this morning,
this has been yet another Beating a Dead Horse presentation.
Now let's go.
Can't do it. We'll do it live. Do it live! I'll write it and we'll do it live!
Mister, will you please wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up?
Good morning! Snowman here to all you Brock Purdy and San Francisco 49er haters. Shut up! I gotta thank you, Shane.
I mean, whatever happened to the games where breaking 100 points was, I don't know, unusual?
There was one word to sum up the All-Star weekend.
Trays. Cause we take this job so serious.
Splash Brothers, yes. Ray Allen, replace him with Steve Kerr. Reggie Miller, yeah.
What in the all types of blue hell?
Oh yeah! I love the Atlanta Falcons.
Right.
Good morning. Welcome to the Manic Monday edition of Snowman in the Morning. Glad to have y'all with us. We have a new partner on board, which we will officially introduce tomorrow because I haven't gotten the time to put all the peripherals up yet. But the name of the new partner is Wanna Parlay. Had a chance to talk with them over the weekend. We got a partnership in place. You'll start seeing all the branding tomorrow. But as for right now, this portion and this hour, where'd it go? Here it is brought to you by BetUS.com, where the game begins. Speaking of games,
Where do we want to start?
where do I want to start? I want to start with this. Dear Dallas Cowboys and dear moronic Republic of Cowboy Nation. Signed, a faithful 49er fan. I can't close the letter there because, you know it's bad when even my wife is taking shots at Victor's team.
Man, I took shots at the team last night when I was covering the Sunday Night NASCAR series for
last night here on YouTube.
But let's get down to business. Dear Dallas, the Arlington football team blows. Period.
Yep.
Point blank. End of story. I don't even know where to. You paid Dak Prescott, and I know all the blame cannot be on him this morning. Okay, even though he did fake an injury last night.
He's got no offensive line.
Nope, he's got no offensive line, and he faked an injury.
So he pulled a page out of LeBron's book?
Yeah. I saw a lot of people on YouTube last night saying, I don't want to be the guy that says this. I don't want to be the guy. I'll be the guy. Dak Prescott faked an injury last night. We'll see how it really. If I'm wrong, then I have no problem getting in front of this microphone and saying I'm wrong. Dak Prescott really was injured. But if CeeDee Lamb can play through an injury, why couldn't Dak Prescott? I mean, this is the quarterback you all wanted. This is the quarterback you all begged for. This is the quarterback you all begged to sign at freaking 60 million freaking blanking bleeping dollars a year. And he's proving one very important fact. He ain't worth it. And you're bereft of a running game. You're bereft of talent on the roster to execute said running game. You're bereft of talent to execute an offense. And I've had so many moronic Republic of Cowboy Nation members, Victor Locke, Chris Dietz, and a few others not included, say to me, do you see the talent on this roster? To answer your question honestly, no, I do not. Because if you had any talent on that roster, any whatsoever, you'd have shown up yesterday. Matter of fact, let me go 1 week backwards. If you had any talent on the roster, as you all say that you do, you'd have shown up last week in Santa Clara. Why am I bringing it back to that game? Why am I showing that? And why am I bringing it back to that particular game and combining it with what happened yesterday in the ATL? Here's my first joke of the day, and I can't help it. Because yes, Dak, it is you. It has always been you. It always will be you. And you ain't worth $60 million a year. Forever and ever. Amen.
Amen.
Now, let me get to CeeDee Lamb.
He ain't worth the money either.
He's not worth the money, nor is he worth wearing number 88. For you see, and hello, good morning to Strikeout Beer Podcast and Jedi Kid for coming in, being our first chatters this morning. For you see, I remember 88 as long as I've watched football, which is now 4.5 decades worth. I remember number 88 belonging to two receivers in Cowboy history. Both of them are Hall of Famers. Drew Pearson and Michael Irvin.
Yep.
Des Bryant, you didn't deserve it. CeeDee Lamb, you don't deserve it. 88 should be a sacred number with the Cowboys. Yet, you allow these mediocre-ass receivers to wear the number. And yes, I'm saying Des Bryant is and always will be a mediocre receiver. And yes, I am saying that CeeDee Lamb is a very mediocre receiver. Why am I saying that, you ask? It's pretty simple. Where are you, CeeDee Lamb, when the Cowboys need you most? Like yesterday?
Nowhere to be found.
Now, I will say again, I give CeeDee Lamb this. He's played through several injuries, okay? And last year, I know he led the league in receptions and yards. But when you're the only target, when you don't have an Alvin Harper like Michael Irvin had, when you don't have a Butch Johnson like Drew Pearson had, when you don't have a Doug Cosby like Drew Pearson had, when you don't have a Jay Novacek, who I love dearly, like Michael Irvin had, you gets nothing from this snowman. You gets nothing from this football aficionado. Nothing and ing. You know why you get nothing? Because as Stephen A. Smith, and I rarely quote Stephen A. Smith, but I will this morning, they're an accident waiting to happen. And guess what? After your third victory, it happened. You get brutalized by Detroit. You get a week off to lick your wounds. And then you get socked in the mouth and kicked in the ass in San Francisco. And then yesterday happens in the ATL. You're 3-5 coming into this coming week. I know, Winnie. I know.
And this week they're coming in to end up hosting the Philadelphia Eagles and that freak of Madden nature, Saquon Barkley.
I vote for Saquon Barkley to get 200 against them. No. How does Victor put it? I vote for Saquon Barkley to get 350 against him.
Don't be talking about no Loch Ness monster. I'll give him by $5. Now, Saquon is going to go nuts on Dallas.
Because that porous run defense ain't worth a hill of greens. I know it's a hill of beans. I know it's Casablanca. The hell with it.
I was about to
You're
say
not worth it.
what run? What I was about to say? What run defense? They ain't even showed up.
Exactamundo. You ain't worth it. You understand me? You may be the richest franchise according to Moronic Republic fans. Not to me, you ain't. In other words, Dallas Cowboys, your season is Kaputski. Period. Point blank. End of story. That's that. That's your ball game. And as the late, great Jack Buck would say, as I'm sporting the team that he loved, that's a winner, which the Cowboys are not. That's Snowman's take. What is yours? Coming up next, there's a certain team in a place I used to call home that not only mortgaged, but risked, yes, Shane, you can laugh, and now have doubled down their entire future
For
DJ Moore. Hi, Winnie Pooh.
Even Winnie doesn't like the idea.
See, you took the words out of my mouth. The Manic Monday edition. As I get this,
even Winnie says they
even
did it
Winnie,
all
Winnie pushed that button
for
DJ Moore, who yesterday in Arizona of all places played like.
Well, so then the rest of the Arizona Cardinals. And somehow they still pulled this out.
Yeah. 28-9. I don't know how. So, to the Midwest Committee of Bear Idiocy, in the immortal words of one Bill Goldberg, you're next. Snowman in the morning, back in the deuce.
This is Snowman in the morning.
People tell me how lucky my daughter is to have been adopted. But really, we're the lucky ones. Learn more at adoptuskids.org.
This planet has been great to me. It's given me gifts that I can't even explain. It's given me adventures and memories I'll never forget. And Battleborn, I think, has given me the opportunity to go beyond and give something back. How can I be a better custodian to this planet and the place I live? That's where I am with Battleborn. Let's make the planet a better place.
Whether it's news, The largest egg producer finds bird flu in chickens at a Texas plant. Weather. Devastating tornadoes rip through the heart of the United States. Inspiration. A breast cancer survivor completed the journey of chemotherapy and now begins a future one of matrimony or sports. Michael Jordan is shown on a photo with Diddy. LeBron James has a video extolling the virtues of a Diddy party. This has been yet another Beating a Dead Horse presentation. We got you covered. BS3 Network, in association with Comey Media Incorporated, proudly present The Morning Shift with Cole Johnson. Live every weekday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central.
Here's an important message from the Diabetes Solution Center. Do you like pricking your fingers to test your blood sugar levels? No one does, but it's important to maintain your health. And now, by wearing a small remote device called a continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, you don't need to prick your fingers anymore. It's easy to use and helps you make more accurate diabetes treatment decisions. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now. And if you have Medicare or most major insurance coverage, you may be able to get a new CGM at little to no out-of-pocket cost. Shipping is free, and we'll even bill your insurance company for you. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now to learn how to end the painful finger sticks and get your own continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, at little to no out-of-pocket cost.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like Boomstick Lady. No free throw is safe from the roar of her sticks. SeatGeek helps her find a seat in the direct eye line of the shooter so she can sit where her boomsticks make the biggest boom. Everybody okay? SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze car.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do 2 circles, and that translates to, I can beat up black people.
As she takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific Time Zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel.
Mister, how do you operate this Twitter thing or this Instagram thing or whatever the heck? You're supposed to know all this stuff. Anyway, welcome back to the show.
Before we go any further, let me send a birthday shout to the legendary voice of the San Antonio Spurs, Mr. Bill Schoenig. Today is his birthday, and he's celebrating by doing what he loves. Spurs and Clippers go at it tonight, and he is in California getting ready for that game. So to a very dear friend of mine and the legendary voice of the Spurs and a Texas Radio Hall of Famer, Bill Schoenig, happy birthday, my friend. Now then, dear Chicago Bears, you know you're a bad team when you put a football fan, no, change that, when you put a football household to sleep.
Yeah. I don't know what that game was, but
I don't know what the hell that game was.
How could Chicago make Arizona actually look competent?
Well, I dare not make that our question of the day because the answers that'll flow in will be very comical.
I can already think of about a half a dozen of them.
And the other half a dozen I already have. Sit down. You're
Good
late. Go stand in the corner.
Good news is Hank brought over the bigger tank this morning, so we can let this go a little bit longer.
Bad news is Droid's late and he's going to go stand in the corner.
Shut up.
Boy.
Listen, listen. After I called Falcons Cowboys and the Cowboys took a fat L, Snowman, Shane, you didn't know this, but Snowman was like, go sleep. And I was like, what? I want to call the game. Go sleep.
Because I saw you. I saw the look on your face. I'm not stupid. Because you're saying 10-minute power nap, my ass.
10 minutes turns into an hour.
I know you entirely too well. Like,
10
I
minutes.
want to call this Lions Packers game. No. Well, why not? And Victor was doing the same thing. I want to call this one. Victor was about snoring. Droid was on his way.
No, Victor did not. Victor was
quiet.
Not here.
Gee, man, everyone's falling asleep around here today.
We were. Honestly.
I know I was.
Especially
and
after screaming my head off. But who's in the hot seat?
The Chicago Bears.
Why? Because they not only mortgaged.
Just a minute. We already did that. But I'll do it again before we close up shop here. I will explain why the Chicago Bears are in the hot seat. But first, I begin with a question. To the Chicago Bears, the team, the coaches, the organization, what the was that in Arizona yesterday?
A mess.
Because listen, my wife queued up the game yesterday after we had an incredible dinner. But then Jody started not feeling well. She says, honey, I'm going to go lay down. Which game are you doing? I don't know yet. I'm looking at Lions and Packers. Well, I'm going to look at the Bears and the Cardinals and have it watch me, which is my cue to leave this office because Droid was falling asleep. Victor was already there. I'm 3/4 of the way there. And I said, y'all go to bed. Droid, bless his heart. I want to do this one. I want to. Droid, yes, go to bed. Okay. And I could hear him fall flat out when I signed out.
And here I am after last night's fiasco, and I'm
too.
Half alive.
So I joined my wife. I'm this close to falling asleep. This close. Then Caleb Williams woke me up. How did Caleb Williams wake me up? Because he made a stupid play.
Again.
And again. And I hear my beautiful wife, just as I'm to that second level of sleep, go, what the was that? Which had me spinning out of a stupor. I looked at said play. I said, baby, that's a play that'll put you to sleep. Her response to me was, good idea. So we zonked out. They allowed the Cardinals to get a touchdown to end the half. And the Bears offense, which so many members of the Midwest Committee of Bear Idiocy said was going to be the number one offense in the league, which is a lie and a half, scored 9 points. Let me repeat that. This offense, which many said was going to be the best offense in the league, which were lies and two halves, was held to 9 points.
9
points. 9
times.
9. There's a reason I said no. You can't make me do it. No, I won't pick this game. I refuse to pick this game and will never pick this game.
And those of us that did pick this game, took a fat L.
I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. There's no way you could make me pick this game. Ain't no way. Nope.
Because first off, it's Caleb Williams.
No.
And second off, Call of Duty Black Ops 6 just dropped, so there's no way I was trusting Call of Duty Murray.
Mm-mm.
I figured Caleb Williams would actually look semi-competent because Call of Duty would probably be busy playing Call of Duty. Turns out we were wrong.
It would require...
Who's the Bears quarterback this year? Jedi, that would be Caleb Williams.
In case you missed it, the final score, 29-9. 9 points. And everyone, like me, thought DeAndre Swift was going to be the absolute steal of the draft.
Nope.
Of the offseason, I beg your pardon. Oh, I said draft. Jesus.
Draft?
Man.
I mean, Austin Booker was a pretty good draft pick for the Bears. You can't lie.
I said the wrong thing.
Hey, Rome O'Dune's been a good draft pick for the Bears. What are we talking about?
DeAndre Swift, you ready for this? Carried the ball 16 times for 51 yards.
How did he do worse than Justin Fields? Well, here's the problem. There's
Amari,
no O-line.
Just a minute. I got more comparisons. This is how inept the Bears offense was yesterday. Amari DiMarcano in his second year out of TCU, Texas Christian, carried the ball 4 times for 59 yards and a touchdown. DiMarcano had 59 yards on 4 carries, and DeAndre Swift had only 51 on 16 carries. James Conner outrushed the Bears by himself 107-69. Want to hear that again? I'll be glad to say it again. James Conner had 18 carries for 107 yards. The Bears as a team carried the ball 23 times for 69 yards. When you don't make...
Say it louder for those in the back of Arrowhead Stadium.
James Conner, in terms of rushing yards, James Conner, 107. The Bears as a combined unit, 69.
Oh, yes. I went down the rabbit hole of this game, and I'm not surprised at how bad this was.
Why'd you do that? No, I'm already there.
Oh, I figured you didn't want to be lonely in the misery of this, considering what I'm looking at for numbers. I could see why Chicago absolutely tanked this game.
And they're going to tank the season.
Top pick.
Oh, by the way, you know the Bears are 0-4 on the road.
Let's use that as reference to pick against them.
By the way, Midwest Committee, did you know your beloved Bears are 0-4 on the road?
Let's add to the fact that they were
Do you
three
know
of.
where they graduated from, Brian?
Oh dear God, help me.
I know where they graduated from, and that's a coming. But let's lay the groundwork in facts. Since so many members of the Midwest Committee of Bear Idiocy decided to challenge me this morning before I went out and got breakfast, decided to challenge me and say we had one bad game, decided to challenge me and say there's no way you can break this game down and find any faults. I just found them.
I already got two of them staring me in the face. Which one you want to go to first?
Where do we start? Oh yeah, Midwest Committee of Bear Idiocy. You idiots seem to forget that your Bears are 0-4 on the road. 0-4. You also seem to forget that your team forgot how to run the football effectively. You also seem to forget why I called Matt Eberflus Matt Uberfools. Does he actually know what the hell he's doing?
No, considering they were 3 of 14 on third downs.
And this is where Droid's reference comes in. Here's where they all went. Droid, this is for you. Look up.
So I realized that I think, even though it's not advertised,
right,
there has to be a place for stupid people. We don't know because we're not stupid, so we don't know anything about it, like a secret club society.
Oh my gosh.
So I come to the conclusion that he graduated from SU, stupid university. Yeah, and all the stupid ass letters that go along with graduating high honors of being stupid. I can't do no more, man.
Aminos, dominos, vamonos. Stupid university. Where everyone graduates. Magna cum stupid.
You want to know why the Bears have no run game?
No line.
Because of Eberfools?
Both. And the bigger reason is the fact that the front seven are too busy picking up Caleb Williams off the turf, considering they gave up 6 sacks yesterday.
They even forced 2 turnovers against the Cardinals. Didn't take advantage of them. They had 241 total yards. Arizona had 350. 18 first downs for the Cardinals, 16 for the Bears. And as Shane just expertly pointed out, as the big dog expertly pointed out, the Bears' offensive line, along with the rest of the team, are too busy picking Caleb Williams up off his ass. 6 times Caleb went down yesterday. 6.
Say it again.
6 sacks.
Louder for those in the nosebleeds at Soldier Field.
6 sacks. They had, listen, the Bears surrendered twice as many sacks as they scored field goals. 6
and I know
to 3.
it doesn't matter, but who got the most sacks out of the Cardinals?
Who cares? They beat
you're really making
Caleb Williams to a bloody pulp.
Zaven Collins had 2 for your answer there, Droid.
I mean, Collins,
I'll repeat
solid player.
I'll repeat my sentence. They beat Caleb Williams to a bloody freaking pulp. And this is the quarterback you all wanted. This is the quarterback you all begged for. This is the quarterback you all said was going to be your franchise quarterback. Jedi Kid had a great question in the chat. How did he do worse than Justin Fields? At least Justin Fields is riding the bench where he should be forever and ever. Amen. They're actually trusting Caleb Williams. And my lone question is why? I think that's Winnie's cue to tell me, wrap it up, Daddy. Your wish is my command, little girl.
Now I'm surprised Shane didn't do a hot seat himself.
Oh, he will. Trust me. Trust me. There's levels to this, and there's an order to this. And the little one you see in my lap is Winnie. You gonna lay back down, girl?
Wait a minute. Who am I frying today?
You'll know.
You lost.
Shane, droid? No.
Oh,
Not
God.
yet.
That's all I have to say.
Not yet.
You're really gonna have
Because
me deal with that.
I got somebody else to fry.
Oh, guess who's in the chat?
Who?
You know who I
Luck.
You know who I have to fry next?
Who?
Matt LaFleur.
Ooh. Ooh.
And I'm frying my friend Trey Larkins along with him.
Hank, we need a bigger propane tank. It's going to take a while.
We'll be back.
This is Snowman in the Morning.
Are you ready to upgrade your coffee game? Prepare for an invasion of flavor with Invader Coffee. It's the caffeinated elixir that fuels champions, the blend that pushes boundaries. Whether you're battling deadlines or exploring uncharted territories, Invader Coffee has your back. Join the invasion at invadercoffee.com and taste the difference for yourself. Use the code SNOWMAN for 15% off your first order. Invader Coffee, veteran owned.
One of the great things about ordering meals from Mother of Macros is that you can do it from the comfort of your own home. Click the national or local delivery link to access the menu, and we'll ship the meals right to your door. We understand you won't always have time to plan, shop, prepare, and cook to provide healthy nutrition for your family, so the process is simple and saves you hours. We know you're busy, so our meals are professionally prepared and packaged. You only need to heat them up and enjoy. We provide macro-balanced, delicious meals, chock full of fresh, local ingredients with none of the stuff you don't want to eat. Plus, our menu changes every week, keeping your taste buds wanting more. We take care of your meals so you can worry about everything else on your list. Mother of Macros.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like the High Five Strangers guy. Game-winning interception. First down. Just a nice, solid tackle. If you're in arm's length, you will be swapping skin with this extrovert. You see, he knows SeatGeek got him a great deal on tickets, so he can focus on what he does best, smacking palms. SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
Quins.
Moment of clarity. I haven't watched BET in years.
KP.
Drake needs to come back with another triple platinum album.
E Digger.
And then you have Ray J. Like, I can't stand that River Cricket.
The Guru.
Okay, the level of crack she's smoking, I don't want it.
BS3 Network proudly presents the Knucklehead Chronicles podcast, where from card tips to hot topics to meep of the week, anything goes. Live every Sunday at 2:30 p.m. Central.
During bad weather, driving can become downright dangerous.
What's your emergency, please?
Trust Battle Vision Storm, the revolutionary glare reduction glasses that turn your sight bright during bad weather at night or during the day. Watch your ordinary vision become extraordinary. Battle Vision Storm uses light optimizing lenses that block blue rays so you see clearly in heavy rain at night or blinding snow during the day. Heavy rain, snow, Sleet or fog can make it impossible to drive. Not with Battle Vision Storm. Get your Battle Vision Storm for only $19.99. But wait, due to rising costs and supply chain shortages, this may be your last chance to get your very own at this low price. There is a strict limit of 4 Battle Vision Storm per order while supplies last. Don't wait, order now.
Call 1-800-483-6319 or visit battlevisionstorm.com. So call 1-800-483-6319 now.
Mister, how do you operate this Twitter thing or this Instagram thing or whatever the heck? You're supposed to know all this stuff. Anyway, welcome back to the show.
Remnants of a sandwich.
Nice.
Now you got me craving Firehouse subs.
Why?
Because they got some good sandwiches.
I mean, you're not wrong. How many have you tried, Droid?
I haven't tried them all. I'm going to next month when I go home.
I work at a Culver's. So
That's
I get a lot. I got a big discount. So eating at places like Firehouse is a lot harder, especially when it's very tempting to go and save some money. But if I'm looking to treat myself, I go to Firehouse. If there's Mr. Victor Locke in the chat, Firehouse Subs has some of the best subs out there.
Which they do.
They do.
Which they do. Jedi Kid says, I feel like if Justin Fields didn't let the nerves get to him, he would do really well. No, he wouldn't. No, he wouldn't. And I got
Chicago had no offensive line for him then, and he's now playing behind
Russell.
Oh, dear God.
Bleeping Wilson. There's your answer right there. He's playing behind Russell bleeping Wilson. That should tell you everything you need to know right there about what is wrong with this picture.
Everything.
But I'm mad.
What the hell are you mad about?
Why are you mad?
Green Bay Packers head coach.
You shouldn't be mad.
I am, because when I went to lay down, I didn't listen to you. I turned on the Lions-Packers game. And
That was a mistake.
Utterly disappointed.
I wasn't.
We knew Detroit was going to go in there and completely
I got no reason to be utterly disappointed.
We all knew Detroit was going to go in there and utterly witch slap doggone Green Bay.
And what happened?
I wanted an entertaining game, because usually the Lions and the Packers give an entertaining game.
I wanted anarchy, damn it.
That's all you ever want.
Stone Cold.
I wanted the Detroit Lions to go in there and bitch slap them. And they went in there and bitch slapped them. Good. Good for you.
Left the handprint across both sides.
I have a question.
Good for you, Green Bay.
I have a question.
What?
Yes.
Who hired LaFleur?
Who cares? Detroit, Victor, thank you for this, went OFF off. They went off. And I'm happy. If the Green Bay Packers, yes, those, and I love Wayne Larrabee, okay? I love listening to Wayne. Wayne's one of my homies, okay? But being a fan of teams that have us as the boogeyman against them, i.e. San Francisco, if they don't make the playoffs, I'm happy. Because if they ever get it right, I will give them this positivity. If they ever get it right against the teams that are competing against them, then they will indeed be a scary team. Right now, you're basing the success, Packer Nation, off of 9 games. And here's your problem. They all happened last year.
Yep.
Which was the second half, which is an incredible second half of the season. That's why you play 17 games, okay? Incredible second half of the season. I'll give you that. I numbers don't lie. These don't either. Now then. Why do you want to go out, Winnie Pooh? Hold on a minute. She was climbing up the door.
Damn.
If that's not a clear clue that she wanted out. Here's my problem with Matt LaFleur. He can't coach when it's time.
Nope.
What do I mean by that? Your quarterback threw what turned out to be a pick six. And they were down 17 to, ready? 3 at the half. They came out in the second half and they had no motivation whatsoever. So far this year, they are not a second half team. Now, I'm not putting anyone on the hot seat because there's still a long way to go. I'm saving the propane for a couple of different teams. But man, I just gotta ask you, Green Bay, what the hell was that? What the hell was that? If you got Josh Jacobs on the cheap and you ain't do much. Matter of fact, I better go down this rabbit hole too. Okay, I take it back what I said about Josh Jacobs. 13 carries, 95 yards. But Jordan Love threw the ball 39 times. If your entire offense was in sync like you say it is, Jordan Love doesn't throw the ball 39 times. And no touchdown passes. Goff threw one. Amon-Ra St. Brown caught it. And Detroit did all their damage in the middle 2 periods and led 24-6 at the end of 3. 24-6.
Yep.
The only touchdown for Green Bay came on an Emmanuel Wilson 2-yard run, and Jordan Love completed the 2-point conversion to Christian Watson. Dear Christian Watson, where were you in this ball game? Dear Christian Watson and the Packer receiving core, which everyone deemed to be so great, which I think is mediocre. Where were you in this ball game? Jaden Reed led them with 113 receiving yards yesterday, part of a Packer team that got 411 total yards. Yet, the one turnover they surrendered turned into points instantly. Game, set, match after that. The Detroit Lions are the Detroit Lions. And I mean that in a very positive way. I mean that in a very, very positive way.
I mean, we all know the NFC North's going to run through them.
For a while.
Easily.
For a while. I think I'm going to make a bold prediction. And I'm pretty sure this prediction may go wrong. It may go left. It may go any other way except the way I think it's going to go.
Being
Green Bay is going to miss the playoffs.
That's not a bad prediction.
I could totally buy that right now.
You know what we'll do? When we come back from the break, let's play a little buy or sell, shall we? Y'all want to do that? I'm adding something new, especially with the way Tampa Bay is going to get drilled tonight.
The Cheshire Cat has made its appearance today.
Oh, Cheshire Cat made his appearance yesterday for Atlanta.
Yeah.
And what's so funny, I was sitting here when the game started. Dr. K walks behind me and says, I need you to come with me. What we were going to do is something at her job, but what we wound up doing was going to Harbor Freight and Joanne Fabrics and a couple other places. And that, being Harbor Freight, is where she found me this little toy.
Nice.
Turn around. She found me this little toy.
Oh, there you go.
So y'all know I got to take this office apart when I get done editing today. Let's take a break. When we get back, we're going to play a little buy or sell. And we want you all to participate with us. I'm going to read a statement, and I have 10 of them here. Are you buying it or are you selling it?
And I've also got a phone call to make to the father.
Oh, crap. We'll do them both when y'all get back. It's halftime, and we need a break. Back in a minute.
This is Snowman in the Morning.
Are you ready to upgrade your coffee game? Prepare for an invasion of flavor with Invader Coffee. It's the caffeinated elixir that fuels champions, the blend that pushes boundaries. Whether you're battling deadlines or exploring uncharted territories, Invader Coffee has your back. Join the invasion at invadercoffee.com and taste the difference for yourself. Use the code SNOWMAN for 15% off your first order. Invader Coffee, veteran owned.
One of the great things about ordering meals from Mother of Macros is that you can do it from the comfort of your own home. Click the national or local delivery link to access the menu, and we'll ship the meals right to your door. We understand you won't always have time to plan, shop, prepare, and cook to provide healthy nutrition for your family, so the process is simple and saves you hours. We know you're busy, so our meals are professionally prepared and packaged. You only need to heat them up and enjoy. We provide macro-balanced, delicious meals chock full of fresh, local ingredients with none of the stuff you don't want to eat. Plus, our menu changes every week, keeping your taste buds wanting more. We take care of your meals so you can worry about everything else on your list. Mother of Macros.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like the High Five Strangers guy. Game-winning interception. First down. Just a nice, solid tackle. If you're in arm's length, you will be swapping skin with this extrovert. You see, he knows SeatGeek got him a great deal on tickets, so he can focus on what he does best, smacking palms. SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
Quinn.
Moment of clarity. I haven't watched BT in years.
KP.
Drake needs to come back with another triple platinum album.
E. Digger.
And then you have Ray J. Like, I can't stand that River Cricket.
the guru.
Okay, the level of crack she's smoking, I don't want it.
BS3 Network proudly presents the Knucklehead Chronicles podcast, where from card tips to hot topics to meat beef of the week, anything goes. Live every Sunday at 2:30 p.m. Central.
During bad weather, driving can become downright dangerous.
What's your emergency, please?
Trust Battle Vision Storm, the revolutionary glare reduction glasses that turn your sight bright during bad weather at night or during the day. Watch your ordinary vision become extraordinary. Battle Vision Storm uses light optimizing lenses that block blue rays so you see clearly in heavy rain at night or blinding snow during the day. Heavy rain, snow, sleet, or fog can make it impossible to drive. Not with Battle Vision Storm. Get your Battle Vision Storm for only $19.99. But wait, due to rising costs and supply chain shortages, this may be your last chance to get your very own at this low price. There is a strict limit of 4 Battle Vision Storm per order while supplies last. Don't wait, order now.
Call 1-800-483-6319 or visit battlevisionstorm.com. So call 1-800-483-6319 now.
Sports bettors, listen up. Your favorite sportsbook, BetUS.com, is back and in our 30th year of action. With live in-game betting, incredible odds with daily odds boosters, props and parlays, fast payouts, and exceptional one-to-one customer service, we got it all. And when you sign up today and use the code SNOWMAN, you will get a 125% deposit match on your deposit. Log on to BETUS.com or call 800-792-3887. That's 800-79-BET-US. BetUS.com, where the game begins. Attention sports fans, looking for the ultimate gear and apparel to show your team pride? Look no further than Fanatics, the #1 destination for sports enthusiasts. Visit snowmanmultimediasports.com today and shop a wide selection of officially licensed merchandise from your favorite teams and players. From jerseys to hats to accessories to collectibles, Fanatics has it all. Don't miss out on the chance to elevate your game day experience. Head over to snowmanmultimediasports.com/fanatics and gear up like a true fan with Fanatics. Officially licensed everything.
It's no secret. Today's consumer wants convenience and likes things on the go. They want to be listened to and receive instant solutions to their queries. This can often make or break the customer service experience. That's why it makes convenient interactions easy for you. Whether your customers want to connect with you via text, Facebook Messenger, Google, Instagram, or website, all messages now come to the one easy-to-use inbox, so you don't have to check a dozen different sites from the platform. From here, you can send SMS or email, answer questions, schedule appointments, take payments, and close more deals simply by messaging back and forth with your customers. When someone searches for a business like yours, they will look at your reviews. So unless you have more positive reviews, they'll choose someone else. Luck makes it easy to collect hundreds or even thousands of reviews from your customers. Simply send a review invitation or create automation that requests customer reviews right after the sale, or maybe right after a service is completed. It will take them 30 seconds or less to leave the review. Now those reviews will show up on the search result and increase your ranking that matters most. Plus, our advanced reporting will show you exactly where your leads are coming from and if your website or ads are doing their job. So why are you waiting? Put your business way in front of your competitors, get more leads, convert more of those leads to paying customers by getting started with today.
Mister? How do you operate this Twitter thing or this Instagram thing or whatever the heck? You're supposed to know all this stuff. Anyway, welcome back to the show.
I'm going to fall out.
Oh, boy.
Second hour of Snowman in the Morning is here. And this portion. Dang it.
Wrong
It's
button.
presented by Invader Coffee, fuel for the fearless. Wednesday, Joshua Jackson, the new Associate Athletic Director of Media at Savannah State University, will join us during hour 1.
Ooh.
And hopefully within the next couple of days, I'll get the birthday boy himself, Bill Schoenig, to join us to talk Spurs. And dear Faker fans, we're 5-1, and you're not. Signed, Golden State.
By the way, dear Faker fans, you ain't seeing a championship either.
Mm-mm.
Not even an NBA Cup.
I'm going to hit you for that.
Ah!
I'm polishing off my root beer, and he had to say that to me.
I'm just saying.
I know. I'm saying the same thing. You get no argument from me. None. All right, let's play a little buy or sell, shall we? I got a couple of statements over here. And I want y'all to tell me if you buy or if you sell and why. And we're going to do this the right way. Where is this thing? Oh, remnants of root beer. Not fun.
That had to be a good one.
How did my late dad put it? From way down deep.
Oh, you leave me with a 2-liter bottle of Barks, and I have the same problem.
Yes. All right. Let's go, y'all. Buy or sell, presented by BetUS.com. It'll switch over to Wanna Parlay when I get all the graphics together. Let's do this. Statement number 1. The Dallas Cowboys will miss the playoffs. Are you buying or are you selling? Droid, let's start with you.
You already know my answer. Buy. You got Dak, who's actually gone down with an injury for once in his career. So Cooper Rush will be starting. I mean, that's actually a positive for the Cowboys. CD Lamb is also dealing with a shoulder injury that he suffered against the Falcons after a lot of catches. Mike McCarthy kept putting him out there. He kept getting injured, and it was just a whole mess. And also Micah Parsons, one of the best pass rushers on the Cowboys, has also been out most of this season. So I can't see the Cowboys making the playoffs.
Dog?
I'm buying this based off the sole fact that they faced the Eagles twice. They've also got the Commanders twice, and then they've got the Giants at home to end this month alone, let alone the fact they got to face C.J. Stroud in a couple of weeks.
Mm-hmm.
And then they've got Tampa Bay coming into town in December. So
and Tampa Bay is going to be a little mad. I'm buying it also. I was buying it at the top of the season because they did nothing to improve their team.
No.
They did absolutely nothing to improve their team, their line, or their attitude.
First thing they should have done is get rid of Pennywise.
Grab Victor real quick. You are not leaving, sir.
Oh, he ain't going anywhere. Because now we got that out the way. Let's make him laugh. The Denver Broncos will make the playoffs. I go to the big dog first.
I'm selling it. I mean, yeah, they're sitting at 5-4 right now, but Bo Nix has been inconsistent at best, and they've got a real tough road to go, including facing Kansas City twice, including next week, and then they back that up with a trip by Atlanta coming into town. I'm selling. I am not. They're not going to make the playoffs. I'm selling this one.
All right, Droid, to you. The Denver Broncos will make the playoffs. Buy or sell?
I mean, they just got destroyed by the Broncos. The Broncos they destroyed themselves. You heard that right. But they don't have too hard of a schedule besides the Chiefs and the Falcons. You know, that's just 3 losses, but you also got the Raiders, who they're going to stomp because they got no quarterback. You got the Browns, who are going to stomp because it's crab legs. The Colts, they'll probably take an L2 because Joe Flacco is just better. The Chargers will probably be their win, and then just because I think it's funny. They're probably going to beat the Bengals, and so I'm actually going to buy into this just because a lot of their schedule's a little bit easier in the long run, and they might have a winning record at the end of the season. So, I'll buy.
This was tough for me, but I'm going to buy it myself. I'm going to buy in. Now, that'll change in a couple of weeks probably, but there's something going on with Denver. There's a culture change going on in Denver. And Victor said it a lot with so many teams. There's a culture change going on with Denver, and I'm buying it. I'm going to buy in. Speaking of the Chargers, this will make Droid bristle at me. The San Diego Chargers will make the playoffs. And I'm going to get Droid out of the way right now with this statement.
No. The Chargers will not make the playoffs at all. I am selling this to hell and back. Yes, they have a over 500 record. They face the Titans next week. That's an easy matchup. But then you got Bengals, Ravens, Falcons, Chiefs, and Bucks the next 5 weeks after. You are not making the playoffs. Sell.
No, I'm buying this. I'll buy it because the Chargers have, for some goofy reason, and goofy is a word I've used a lot this season. For some goofy reason, they're going to pull a couple of wins out of their ass that they have no business pulling. I'm buying this one. Big Dog, what do you got?
I'm going to buy it, and I'm going to put a caveat on this one saying they're going to be the reason Denver doesn't make the playoffs because the Chargers will take the wild card seed that would have gone to Denver.
Okay. Victor chimes in and says, I'm selling this only because they still got a lot of growing and progressing to do. You know what? I'm actually believing that. I'm still going to buy it. I'm still saying the Chargers will sneak in. I know we can't make Droid do it because of the team he's a fan of and the division that they're located in. All right, let's go to the AFC North. The Baltimore Ravens will win the AFC North. I'll buy this one because I ain't buying Pittsburgh. They can't decide on a quarterback, even though Russell Wilson is showing some signs of life. Note the capitalized word in the middle of my sentence. Some signs of life. So I'll buy this one. I think the Ravens are still the kings of the North, and until Pittsburgh decides to grow a pair and beat them, I see nothing else changing. Droid?
I can't buy into Russell Wilson in a day in my life. The Bengals season is already done at this point. There's no coming back to make the playoffs. So you got to give it to Baltimore. You know, they've been making a great comeback since their L to the Raiders, which is still shocking me to this day. But yeah, let the quote the Raven.
I'm buying it for 2 words. Derrick Henry.
Yep.
And the Ravens were strong. The Ravens were strong going into the end of last year.
Yep.
They had the one little mistake against Kansas City that cost them the AFC Championship.
Yeah. And it was
but the North is still going to run through them. No one gives a crap who else is left in the North. Pittsburgh cooked. The Bengals are cooked. It's going to run through the North, through Baltimore. Due to Derrick Henry.
And we don't even have to mention Cleveland.
Oh, God. They're actually in the AFC North. God help us.
Yeah, God help us indeed. God help us indeed. Victor's buying it also. How about this one? I teased this one before the break. The Packers will miss the playoffs after what happened yesterday in Lambeau Field against Detroit, a team they have owned over the years. I am buying this one. Matt LaFleur cannot coach when the time matters most. It's been proven, and I say the Packers, adios, will miss the playoffs.
I'm saying they're missing it too. I mean, they've got the 49ers this month. They've got Detroit again in December. And then they've got the Vikings at the end of December. I hate to say it, but those are going to be 3 big games that they're going to end up dropping.
Yep.
And something weird tells me that Chicago might eke out one, if not both, meetings coming up.
Yeah.
So I'm not liking Green Bay's chances right now. Jordan Love's got a lot to prove, and right now he ain't doing it. So while the Packers may be looking good right now, I hate to tell you something, that 6-3 record's not going to stand up. You guys are missing the playoffs.
Droid?
Bye. It's LaFleur. Come on, man. Like, just because they made the playoffs last year and beat the Cowboys doesn't mean anything. It don't mean nothing. I'm buying.
Yep. And Victor's buying also. He's saying, buy. The Packers are not them. No, they are not. Let's stay in the NFC Central Division. And yes, I'm calling it by the old school name. I'll let y'all read this one and make your thoughts on your own. And I'll start with the big dog.
This is the easiest sell I have had to make in my life. Caleb Williams ain't him. That offensive line ain't it. And your run game sure as hell ain't it. You guys, you're better off trying to get another number 1 draft pick than try to make the playoffs. So, be gone with you.
All yours, Droid.
I don't even know what to say anymore. All I get is disappointment.
Yes.
That's all I've gotten all year long from all these teams. It's just disappointment. And I'm selling this all the way. The Lions and the Vikings will be the top 2 teams in the North.
I'm selling this. After the one play I saw Caleb Williams try to make out of the end zone yesterday, hell no. Hell to the no. They will not make the playoffs. Not this year, not next year, not the year after that, until Matt Eberflus is gone and they actually get some football people that actually know how to coach this team up and get them ready each week. Nope. I ain't buying it. Now, to the NFC West. The Los Angeles Rams will miss the playoffs. I'm buying this one. This is a buy for me. The Rams yesterday got lucky because they're facing an equally faltering Seattle Seahawks team. The Rams got lucky in week 2. They will not get lucky in week 16, and we know who they're playing in week 16. I ain't buying it, and I ain't having it. I'm selling this one. The Rams will. I'll buy this one. I beg your pardon. The Rams will miss the playoffs. Droid?
Puka Nacua got ejected yesterday in their game, so I can't buy into a team without a team like the Rams without a top receiver. So bye.
Who are you, the lost member of NSYNC?
Shut up.
Rams missing the playoffs. I'm buying that just based off their schedule alone. They've got the 49ers coming up. They've got the Saints coming up, even though they're not exactly 100%. They got the Eagles at the end of this month. And then they've got the Bills also inside December. I'm not liking their run that they've got here. Yeah, I don't see them making the playoffs at all. I mean, they'll be lucky to have a 500 record to end the season.
Yeah, no Puka, no playoffs. Speaking of which, let's stay in the NFC West. So I had so many people tagging me with this, saying the opposite of this. I still hold true to my statement that the Cardinals will blow it and miss the playoffs, and therefore I am buying this statement. I don't trust Kyler Murray. I just don't. I'm sorry. I mean, a lot of people will point to the win that they got in Santa Clara, and yes, it is true, but we gave y'all that game. We choked it away when Jordan Mason fumbled at the 10-yard line, and somehow Call of Booty Murray got it right and took you down the field for the winning points. You're not doing it again because we're going to run you over in Arizona, and that alone will make you miss the playoffs. I'm buying this one. The Cardinals will miss the playoffs, and they'll miss it going away. Droid?
I gotta take a quick look at the Cardinals' schedule because I know they still have to play the 49ers another time.
Mm-hmm.
let's see. The team right now in itself is 5-4. Solid record. They play the Jets, that's a win. They play the Seahawks, another win. They play the Vikings, probably going to be an L. Play the Seahawks again, that's a win. Play the Patriots and Panthers and Rams, that's a win. Their last one is going to be an L to the 49ers. I say they make the playoffs over the Seahawks. So I'm actually going to sell this.
Unless FaZe picks up the entire Cardinal team and carries them in a Black Ops 6 playoff, that's the only one they're making. I'm sorry. I'm buying this one. They don't have a snowball's chance in the NFC West at all.
Just imagine if I was right. I'll be laughing.
You're going to laugh anyway. Let's take a look at the players, shall we? With tomorrow being the you-know-what deadline, Cooper Kupp heads to Santa Clara. I'll go to the big dog on this one. Why'd you look at me like that, Droid?
Why must you be so greedy?
Because we can.
I'm selling this one mainly because of the fact that I think there'll probably be somebody else that we're not expecting making an offer for Cooper that will actually tell the 49ers, hey, guess what? Your greed can go screw off. There'll be someone that will actually need Cooper. So we'll just have to wait to see who it is.
Go for it, Droid.
Sell. Sell. Cooper Kupp, listen. Do you know how much the 49ers would have to give up just to get Kupp? Because the Chiefs actually tried getting Kupp. The Rams were asking for a lot, and we weren't willing to give it up. So we just went to Tennessee, a stupidly managed franchise, and said, hey, can we have him? And they're like, sure, you can have D-Hop. I actually think Cooper Kupp is going to go to an NFC South team, one of the playoff contenders, either Tampa Bay or Atlanta. I'd like to see Atlanta just because of our brother Dixon.
Yep.
I'd love to see him go to Atlanta. If I'm gonna pick a team in the East that he's gonna go to, like NFC, AFC East, the Ravens are probably gonna pull some stupid trade just like they did last year for OBJ.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be real. They're going to pull some stupid move that's somehow going to catch their attention, and he's going to go to Baltimore. I do not see him going to Santa Clara just because, y'all are smarter with your management. You're not going to give up too much for a player like Cooper Kupp. So
right.
I'm selling this.
Yeah, I'm selling this myself because Cooper Kupp is now on the category of oft injured, and I can't see how he would fit in that 49ers system. And also financially, it wouldn't be smart for them to try to make a move for him either. It was smart when they went after McCaffrey 2 years ago. It was smart when they went after Chase Young. And there's some flirtation going on with Chase Young again, as well as DeForest Buckner. There's another name we need to look at in terms of the greed for San Francisco. But I don't think Cooper Kupp heads to Santa Clara. I, too, am selling this one. I'll tell you one that I'm going to buy, and that's this one. The Bills win the AFC East going away. After squeaking out a win on a 61-yard field goal against Miami, they just beat the best competition in the division, and no one's going to touch them. I'm buying this one. Droid?
The Bills will win the AFC East? I mean, who could really, challenge them? I mean, the Dolphins, yeah, they're playing good again, but then they lost on a game-winning field goal to Mr. Wide Right, Tyler Bass.
From
the
61,
Bills will win the AFC East. However, they'll lose in the playoffs to the Chiefs.
Note the Cheshire Cat grin on his face.
Oh, this pains me being a member of a rival team in the AFC East, but I have to buy this one. Buffalo is that team right now in this division. They've got no competition whatsoever. Miami's going to end up floundering away towards the end of the year. New England's already pissing a brick. So, seriously, who's left? The Bills are going to run away with this one and then run into Baltimore and get bitch slapped.
One more, and I'll let y'all read this one on your own. 49ers will win the West going away. I'm buying this one. They're just beat to hell right now, but they are off. They were off this past week, and a chance to heal, a chance to get McCaffrey back in week 10. And probably the week after that, we may see the one and only Dre Greenlaw back in to help that run defense. I'm buying this one with everything I got.
I'm buying it, but I'm going to negotiate the price down a little bit. I mean, you just said it yourself. You guys are hurt.
Yeah.
I would say you're going to win the West, but I'm not saying it's going away. There's still a little bit of injury plaguing you guys, and the schedule still isn't 100% favorable for you.
This is
I
true.
still see a couple of losses coming your way, and you're just going to have to hope it's not at a key time. I'm going to buy it, but I'm saving a little bit of money on my return.
All right. Finish it off, Droid.
I'm going to go the same way because, there's too many injuries on that 49ers team. I can't really fully trust them without them being fully healthy. They're still going to win the West, but I don't know about the rest. So I'm going to buy with a little money to spare. I'm going to ask for a price negotiable.
I can see that. I can totally see that. All right. That's our version of Buy or Sell presented by BetUS.com. And now we have to make a phone call. And where is this thing? Because after what happened yesterday in Tennessee, Father O'Shaughnessy yelled in my ear on the way back from a craft fair that I went to with my wife. And when Father O'Shaughnessy somehow got me on the phone and my wife was glaring at me, you can hear Father O'Shaughnessy saying,
Delete! 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 Delete!
okay, Father Sean is standing by. Oh gosh. Go for it.
Oh, my children, welcome to the House of New England, where thankfully our brethren down at the TD Garden are currently doing so much better than we are. I mean, honestly, the world champions are going to be the world champions again, and even though our beloved Bruins are currently sitting at 6-1, we still are actually trying to salvage a season, even though our goaltending sucks. But the bigger problem we have is our brethren in Foxborough. Because what in the all types of gravy-trained hell was that? I mean, in all honesty, we are standing around playing this game like we've got 38-day-old Mayo sitting in our shoes. Oh, wait a minute, that's our head coach. Never mind. Honest to God. What? In what world in New England is our quarterback also our leading rusher? I mean, seriously here. We have Ramondre Stevenson. He touched the ball 10 times and only got 16 freaking yards. While Drake May carried it for almost 100. We were 3 of 11 on third down efficiency, and we gave up 4 sacks. I haven't seen numbers this low since we had Drew Bledsoe playing for us. I mean, we have regressed back to the early 90s for this offense. It is unfortunate that a team that not that long ago was feared is now dwelling in the basement with it and Pennywise. And this is all because of the fact that we thought that Gerard Mayo, who underneath...
Pastor?
Yes, my child. What can I do for you?
Can I go use the bathroom?
Please do. I don't need you messing up my pews. Everybody thought that Gerard Mayo would be a Belichick disciple and carry us into a promised land. Well, I didn't know the promised land was the basement dwellings. So, in all honesty, We've already done chuck this doggone season out the window. We might as well try to end up playing for the number 1 draft pick, even though we're going to end up fighting with Carolina over it because that team sucks even worse than we do. And that says something. And they even won a game for crying out loud this week.
Unbelievable, isn't it?
How in the world is Bryce Young pulling one out of their ass like that? And we lose to Tennessee. We made them look like the 2000 Tennessee Titans. We actually made them look good. How? I don't know. So, my children, to wrap up this sermon today, I have one thing to say. Praise be that we actually have suitable teams living in the garden. Because honestly, Foxborough should already be shut down at this point. So remember, praise the Celtics and praise the Bruins and then pray for all of us up in Foxborough because, quite frankly, even the man upstairs can't help doggone Robert Kraft or Gerard Mayo. They're playing like they're stuck together in a bad sandwich. Now, if you'll excuse me, I got to go refill the tank because I don't think we're done frying people today. We need a break after this one.
Back in the news.
This is Snowman in the Morning.
Are you ready to upgrade your coffee game? Prepare for an invasion of flavor with Invader Coffee. It's the caffeinated elixir that fuels champions, the blend that pushes boundaries. Whether you're battling deadlines or exploring uncharted territories, Invader Coffee has your back. Join the invasion at invadercoffee.com and taste the difference for yourself. Use the code SNOWMAN for 15% off your first order. Invader Coffee, veteran owned.
Do you remember our first group photo? This is it. Smiles all around, even though we were all nervous.
Who could have imagined that our first weekend together would soon turn into a lifetime of memories?
You're an amazing young man. Your brothers and sisters really look up to you. They're a big brother.
It's so cool to watch the adult that you've become, and you really have done as much for us as you think we've done for you.
You know, it took 20 years, and I got my third child, who was 17 at the time.
There are so many rewards in life. You coming into our home was one of the greatest rewards we could have ever had.
I ain't never felt so much love before in my life.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like the High Five Strangers guy. Game-winning interception. First down. Just a nice, solid tackle. If you're in arm's length, you will be swapping skin with this extrovert. You see, he knows SeatGeek got him a great deal on tickets, so he can focus on what he does best, smacking palms. SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
Quinn.
Moment of clarity. I haven't watched BT in years.
KP.
Drake needs to come back with another triple platinum album.
E Digger.
And then you have Ray J. Like, I can't stand that River Cricket.
The Guru.
Okay, the level of crack she's smoking, I don't want it.
BS3 Network proudly presents the Knucklehead Chronicles podcast, where from car tips to hot topics to meep of the week, anything goes. Live every Sunday at 2:30 p.m. Central.
Sports bettors, listen up. Your favorite sportsbook, BetUS.com, is back and in our 30th year of action. With live in-game betting, incredible odds with daily odds boosters, props and parlays, fast payouts, and exceptional one-to-one customer service, we got it all. And when you sign up today and use the code SNOWMAN, you will get a 125% deposit match on your deposit. Log on to betus.com or call 800-792-3887. That's 800-79-BET-US. BetUS.com, where the game begins. Attention sports fans, looking for the ultimate gear and apparel to show your team pride? Look no further than Fanatics, the #1 destination for sports enthusiasts. Visit snowmanmultimediasports.com today and shop a wide selection of officially licensed merchandise from your favorite teams and players. From jerseys to hats to accessories to collectibles, Fanatics has it all. Don't miss out on the chance to elevate your game day experience. Head over to snowmanmultimediasports.com/fanatics and gear up like a true fan with Fanatics. Officially licensed everything.
It's no secret. Today's consumer wants convenience and likes things on the go. They want to be listened to and receive instant solutions to their queries. This can often make or break the customer service experience. That's why it makes convenient interactions easy for you. Whether your customers want to connect with you via text, Facebook Messenger, Google, Instagram, or website, all messages now come to the one easy-to-use inbox, so you don't have to check a dozen different sites from the platform. From here, you can send SMS or email, answer questions, schedule appointments, take payments, and close more deals simply by messaging back and forth with your customers. When someone searches for a business like yours, they will look at your reviews. So unless you have more positive reviews, they'll choose someone else. Luck makes it easy to collect hundreds or even thousands of reviews from your customers. Simply send a review invitation or create automation that requests customer reviews right after the sale, or maybe right after a service is completed. It will take them 30 seconds or less to leave the review. Now those reviews will show up on the search result and increase your ranking that matters most. Plus, our advanced reporting will show you exactly where your leads are coming from and if your website or ads are doing their job. So why are you waiting? Put your business way in front of your competitors, get more leads, convert more of those leads to paying customers by getting started with today.
Mister? How do you operate this Twitter thing or this Instagram thing or whatever the heck? You're supposed to know all this stuff. Anyway, welcome back to the show.
First off, Droid, you're muted. Yeah, you are, dude. You're muted.
Well, then how did you know I said, oh, no, I'm not?
Because I can read lips, bitch.
Both of you are fools. Both of yous.
You have any idea how hard it is for me to keep a straight face?
I get it. I get it. Listen, the 38-day-old Mayo. ... No, wait, that's the head coach. Listen.
And that was early.
Yes. And that was on the fly.
That was.
That was on the fly.
I don't practice none of this.
That was on the fly. That was on the fly.
I don't practice none of this bull.
There's no, you can't write this in a movie and
No,
have it
you
turn out
can't.
that good.
No, you just can't.
There is no foul for offensive pass interference. The result of the play, touchdown.
It's good. It's all good.
Victor joins us. Y'all better have the same energy when I get back on Wednesday. Dude, there's going to be that and then some. Oh, my God. I don't know how we can top that.
That's a showstopper.
38-day-old
man. No, wait, that's the head coach. Never mind.
Wait, that's the head coach. Never mind. Even what I had in, oh my gosh. You
Uh,
stupid.
what can I say? I know how to bring the curtain down on the house.
You stupid. Okay.
There's no way to top that.
No. I mean, we could try to break down the Chiefs and the Buccaneers, but we all know what's going to happen tonight in Kansas
That's
City.
a cakewalk.
The Buccaneers are going to get chopped off at the knees. Now, if the Buccaneers do something like what South Carolina did to Texas A&M, I'll be surprised.
Oh,
and I
dude.
took a bath with that game.
Dude, we all took one on that game.
I took a bath with that. We took a bath with that game. 44-20. 44-20.
Dude, we took a couple of baths on the college games, man.
That one got me the most. 44-20.
Yeah, that's brutal.
I saw that score and I went, "Oh man, I lost for the season." I lost for the season. My wife said, "What happened?" I said, "I picked South Carolina when I should. I picked Texas A&M when I should not have."
We all
You
did.
know what she said to me? She said, "Told you." Shut up.
We all
She
picked
was right.
Man, we all picked A&M to win that one, and we all got hosed.
We picked that one. We picked A&M to win going away. That's the sad part.
Well, we got the going away part right, but they're going away with their tails between their legs.
Yeah, South Carolina got mad.
Dude, they showed the foot square up their ass.
Mm-hmm. South Carolina got mad. I don't remember if Ohio State won against Penn State. I'll answer that question. Yes, Ohio State won, but it wasn't easy.
No, they had to earn that one.
You know, I talked with a friend of mine after that game. Why are you throwing the ball on 4th and goal at the 2-yard line?
You pound it, dude. You don't throw it, you pound it.
That cost them the game.
Yeah.
I guarantee you, they score that touchdown, they come all the way back and they win.
Easily.
Because they would have tied it up. They had the momentum defensively. They already had the momentum defensively because they forced Will Howard to fumble out of the end zone. Right?
Right.
38-day-old male.
That's like I said, that's a show. That's an HBK showstopper.
It is. It is. But I believe I have something that may top that.
Go with it.
I may have something that may top that.
Okay.
And it requires something very, 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 very important.
Okay.
I was going to hold this till it's assigned day, but considering who I talked to over the weekend and who Jody ran into yesterday, I can't help it.
No.
In a world where partial greatness is celebrated and total greatness is shunned, there stands to be a figure on the lips of those who love him and those who hate him. The inane comparisons to Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant continue and has existed since 2003. There is no end in sight, for the battle between those who unconditionally love and unconditionally hate him wages on. These are their stories. Welcome to the Bronzexual Confessions.
I nearly went to jail.
What?
You heard what I said.
Why?
this even happens to my wife. This happened.
Say the words.
So I had a conversation with a bronsexual. Moreover, my wife had a conversation with a bronsexual, and I nearly clotheslined this blank blank.
Let me do something. This is you right now.
I'm getting too old for this.
That's definitely me. Because I am getting too old for this.
Victor, what you mean?
A bronsexual said the wrong thing to my wife. When Jody and I were sitting down talking, cutting up, having fun. Victor, you know that situation you went through with the guy that had the car wrapped in you know what? Well, the fellow that could have passed for that could have passed for him, he found us. Only I didn't try to beat him with a roasted chicken. I tried to beat him with my bare hands. When he said, God help us, quote, I don't know why you're sitting around talking about that has been. Close quote.
You know what I gotta say?
Now, before I provide a response,
My sir, you know what I gotta say to that?
I know what I gotta say, and it's this.
So I realized that I think, even though it's not advertised,
right,
there has to be a place for stupid people. We don't know because we're not stupid, so we don't know anything about it. It's like a secret club society.
Oh my gosh.
So I come to the conclusion that he graduated from SU, stupid university. Yeah, and all the stupid ass letters that go along with graduating high honors of being stupid. I can't do no more, man.
Vámonos, dominos, vámonos. Stupid university, where everyone graduates. Magna cum stupid.
I got something to say.
Oh
no! You know what I gotta say, Brian?
What's that?
Got me up.
What?
Nobody got time for that.
I'll say it again.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
And
oh hell no.
I want to read a little something here.
Oh Lord.
Okay. Larry Bird, quote, I would never call him the best player I've ever seen if I wasn't serious. Close quote. Magic Johnson, Hall of Famer, by the way. Quote, there's Michael Jordan, and then there's the rest of us. Close quote. Allen Iverson, Hall of Famer. Mike is the GOAT. Mike will always be the GOAT. Shaquille O'Neal, Hall of Famer. The Last Dance only solidified the argument about who was the greatest player of all time. Sir Charles, he didn't just want to beat his opponents, he wanted to break them. Like I said, no disrespect to Kobe Bryant, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, LeBron James, Bill Russell, Will Chamberlain. The best thing I've ever seen is Michael Jordan, and it was an honor and a privilege to play against him. He is the best player I've ever seen. Dwayne Wade, Hall of Famer. MJ was chosen to be the GOAT. Jerry West, the late great Jerry West, Hall of Famer. He is the best player, the best athlete I've ever seen in my life. Kevin Garnett, Hall of Famer. Hall of Famer. He saved basketball when basketball was about to be lost. When we had addicts, when kids were coming to camp overweight, who do you think started coming to camp fit and ready for day one? Who started it? Hall of Famer Dirk Nowitzki. The Last Dance was excellent. I was a huge Bulls fan in the 90s. So many things I never knew or had forgotten. MJ is the GOAT. Patrick Ewing, one of my first favorite players and a Hall of Famer. LeBron is incredible, but he is not Michael Jordan. Vince Carter. Whoops. I still have to give it to Michael Jordan. Hall of Famer Hakeem Olajuwon. When people start comparing LeBron to Jordan, it's not a fair comparison. Jordan was a much more superior player in a tougher league. He was very creative. That doesn't take anything away from LeBron because he is a great player, but it's not a fair comparison. Jordan is just so superior. Stephon Marbury. You really want to rank Jordan? Jordan shouldn't even be a ranking. I don't know why they keep mentioning MJ's name in the same conversation. LeBron is great, but Jordan is not from this earth. He's just different. Now, why did I read all of that, you ask? I read a total of 13 quotes. You're muted, Droid.
Because nobody, and I'll repeat that, is better than Jordan.
I just read 13 quotes here. 10 of them were by Hall of Famers who played. A couple of those Hall of Famers. Well, one of them, Jerry West, no longer with us. But all of the Hall of Famer quotes that I read had a chance to see MJ do his thing. Some of those Hall of Famer quotes that I read had a chance and the privilege and the honor to play against him. There is no other than Michael Jordan. And if you actually think that there is someone else, then I'll allow the bishop to close this out.
Hell no. To the no, no, no. Hell to the no. Hell to the no. To the no, no, no.
As Droid pointed out earlier, sometimes I just feel like saying,
I'm getting too old for this.
Now we're even. Sometimes I just want to tell people,
stop the cap
when it comes to MJ. And I also want to tell them they didn't watch basketball. And now for a musical interlude, we provide a selection from the Wonder Bread Tabernacle Choir entitled Stop Smoking. If you think the NBA has a chance with LeBron as your king, you fool! If you think the NBA has a chance with LeBron being the face still, you fool! If you think LeBron was ever the face of the NBA, and I'm talking about from 2003 until now, you fool! And you're taking a big fat... Oh, LeBron's not a has-been. He was and never was. Because his game is... Booty! And if you think it's better... Got me matter of fact, you know what we need to do?
We gotta pause that.
I actually had that same bronsexual, and not only ask, why are we talking about these has-beens, but why are we mentioning LeBron in the same pantheon of greatness? Or why are we mentioning MJ, I beg your pardon, in the same pantheon of greatness as LeBron? I said simple, because LeBron's been far more superior and far more better. Well, he doesn't have the well, Michael didn't have the all-time scoring record. He didn't need it. He didn't need it. His look told me this.
Why the you lying? Why you always lying?
I said, that's no lie. That's fact. By the way, you know what you know what really does it for me? He says, what's that? You can't find a stat that he didn't excel, that LeBron hasn't excelled in. Yes, I can. 3-point field goals. You know, the year that Michael averaged 37 points a game, which happened to be 1987, by the way. You know how many 3-point field goal attempts he took that entire season? 12 in 82 games. And oh, by the way, he did something LeBron has never done: 3,000 points in a season. He also did something in 1988 that LeBron has never done and never will do. DPOY. What does that stand for? Defensive Player of the Year. So if you think LeBron is superior to MJ in all the ways that you think,
Bitch, please.
Oh, I was hovering over that for a minute now.
way
And you
ahead
know
of
what
you,
I
partner.
say to bronzesexuals like that?
Bitch, are you for real?
That too. That too. Now this.
This moment of bronze sexual stupidity is brought to you by Hooked on Bronix. When you start talking like an idiotic bronze sexual, Hooked on Bronix can set you right. Call 1-800-YO-KANG. Real LJPM, now approve all this.
One more time for those of you in the cheap seats at the old Richfield Coliseum.
This moment of bronze sexual stupidity is brought to you by Hooked on Bronix. When you start talking like an idiotic bronze sexual, Hooked on Bronix can set you right. Call 1-800-YO-KANG. Real LJPM, now approve all this.
To you bronzesexuals,
Stop it. Get some help.
please.
Now get out of our face, you thirsty bitches.
In a world where logic and sense flies completely out the window, while purple and yellow glasses are donned.
Hold on a minute. Hang
False
on.
start.
False start.
Offense.
Offense.
I'll decline it. Dear bronzesexuals, you. Dear bronzesexuals on top of bronzesexuals, you.
Shane's dead.
Dear social media for hyping up bronzesexuals, which hype up LeBron, you. Dear ESPN for putting Braun on and shoving him down our throats and up our asses for 22 years. You, 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 and you.
Oh, and this is how we end the show. Okay.
Now get out of my face, you thirsty bitches.
In a world where logic and sense flies completely out the window, while purple and yellow glasses are donned, rises a figure who...
Hold up. And in case you didn't hear what I said, you, and you, bronzesexuals.
Roughing the flopper, personal foul.
I ain't rough him up yet.
Can we end this?
Now get out of my face, you thirsty bitches.
In a world where logic and sense flies completely out the window, while purple and yellow glasses are donned, rises a figure who encourages ridiculous, undying loyalty. Good Lord, I'm about to throw up.
Hold up.
Oh my. I want to get out of here.
False start. Offense.
Okay, we're out
No,
of here.
I'm gonna.
In a world where logic and sense flies completely out the window, while purple and yellow glasses are donned, rises a figure who encourages ridiculous, undying loyalty. Good Lord, I'm about to throw up. This has been yet another installment of The Bronsexual Confessions.
I was about to call Father O'Shaughnessy because yes,
Because
LeBron.
LeBron, it is you. It has always been you. It always will be you, forever and ever. Amen. Have a great
Please.
day. God bless. Remember to make your next move your best move. And always remember, if your dreams don't scare you, they're simply not big enough. Dream big, do bigger. We are, and we hope y'all are too. Now we're out of here. See you tomorrow. And as I said, bronsexuals, you, and I'll repeat, you.
And just remember, everybody, if you thought your football team was bad, just be glad you don't have 38-day-old Mayo as a head coach.
See you later.